here we go. It did not go live when I told it to go live.
What was that noise?
It sounded like something like
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, yeah. And mine's still doing a countdown.
It wasn't live, so it's going live now.
Oh, okay. So the countdown will disappear, or
5,
am I looking at something wrong?
3, 2.
I think I hit the wrong button. Yeah, I hit the wrong button.
Ah, okay.
I accidentally put us offline.
Alright, are we live?
Sort of. I accidentally put us offline for a moment there.
Oh, okay. Well, it wouldn't be Dragons in the Dining Room without technical difficulties.
Back out. Go back to Twitch. And there should be...
Let me get us pulled up and adjust my coffee.
It's highlights.
It's still not popping up for me. And I completely
There we
went
go.
up.
Yep,
I see.
we are now live.
Yep.
Because
We are
apparently I don't know what buttons I need to press in order to make this stuff work.
I don't know. I think you push plenty of buttons.
First day new stream.
There we go. Now it's registering, I think.
There we go.
Yep. There's a hacking cough right there. Okay. Alrighty.
Alright,
Yeah,
welcome back to Dragons in the Dining Room. DMLoxy presiding. This is Nerevis. Hey, Aurora.
Hello.
So, bleh. Now that I'm kind of getting focused here. Yeah, holy bucket. So it feels like forever since we played Nerevis, but it really hasn't been that long. But, so, quick recap from last time. You guys fought some really smelly demons, which really threw, I almost said Hakuba, Rogith and Parisa for a loop, as they've never heard of demons or fiends walking on the face of the earth. That's something that doesn't happen. I mean, the worst evils you guys have ever seen topside have been orcs, ogres, trolls, troll in the forest, thought you should know, kind of things. And you're really not sure. I mean, that Haunches guy from Hoof and Trot, he was a little shady.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys weren't real sure if he was on the up and up, to be fair. There's been a couple of adjustments. I wanted to point out that Bard in the North is being kind enough to playtest Loxlies, which is a race class combo. So she's bearing with me as I tweak that to see how it goes before I put it out there as an option for some feedback. Let's see, we got the animal companion sheet for Eric. Couple announcements. Do you have any other announcements other than our big one?
That's the big one, because I still haven't heard back from Ben on the other one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I just talked to him. I should have said something. Side note before I get into announcements, shout out to Double Dane Games for helping me come up with some last minute ideas and even printing out some animal companion sheets. So we can play with the idea of animal companions leveling with our characters. Yes,
No, just mental notes.
I know other places have done it, but there were some tweaks that I wanted to make, and it was a thought. Maybe not. We'll see. So in other news,
I think it's just because that's something we've talked about.
Yeah, so I'm just remembering some of the conversations we've had.
gotcha. Yeah, and just there was no momentum on it, and I just went, And while I was working on yours, I went, hey, what am I gonna do with Lufer? Actually, thought about it when Dale brought Deuce in. It was what prompted it.
Reminds me of Golden Compass in a way.
Little bit. So for main announcements, January 17th through 18th, we are having our first 24-hour charity stream for Second Harvest Food Shelf. There will be drop boxes at a couple businesses in town. Shout out and thanks to Double Dane Games for having one there. Shipping Shack for having one there. We will provide a link for anyone who wishes to donate who is not local to our area. I don't think I'm missing anything. We'll be going from Friday night at 8 p.m. to Saturday night at 8 p.m. Thank you for all of you who have So graciously, gone. We've done this. You don't want to start in the evening. Start in the morning. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. Unfortunately, with our schedules, this is what worked. So this is what our torment shall be. So after an all-nighter, we still have 12 hours to go.
Are we gonna put out a schedule, or are we just gonna let them find out as it happens?
I think it'd be more fun to let them find out as we go.
I think not doing a schedule is a good idea just because it's so likely to change. Because I guarantee you by 4 a.m, you don't want me to get jack shit. 4 a.m. is when I'm sitting there playing a game crying because fish don't die when I swim over them. I mean, bad things happen.
This fish is not drowning!
Why aren't you drowning? You stupid trout! Put your legs out that Where's my sticker? Nope. Thanks to Misrolled Adventures for giving me ammunition to throw at my husband. He deserves it. He probably should have made it a little less soft. In all fairness. Alright, so moving forward. Quick recap. Anything else you guys remember?
I know they mentioned something about protecting the secret or whatever.
The demons, yes.
Yes.
Thaco, behind you, there's a green folder under that puzzle. Would you be kind enough to... And there might be... If there's other folders under there too, we grab them as well because you're awesome.
It's like I just want to eat my sandwich.
You know what? You don't get to just eat your sandwich.
I haven't eaten since noon.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Do you want a hug?
No, I want my sandwich.
Alright, so... I'm going to give you guys a map.
Oh, I see, because
Hey, see, Why? Nothing popped up in my... Oh, he's hosting, that's right. I didn't see it pop up. Do-do-do-do-do. Get rid of that. While I pull up your maps. And I do have ACs for Eric as 15, Parisa as 15, and Rogith as 19 or 18 or 20, depending.
Yeah, 18 to 21.
Depending on shield. To 21. Oh, is that because of your...
The kite shield that you let me buy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But what was I thinking? Like... Let's take advantage of our kind and generous DM. Can I have this? Sure, why not? Me later. Alright, you guys have a copy
You may
of
have a high AC, but
the
I
map.
Right.
This is how you stay skinny, babe.
Because I don't get to eat.
Yeah.
No, dear, just practicing to be Catholic.
You know all about that,
I was
don't
going to
you?
say, you forgot the kneeling part.
I want to get off my chair.
I'm just gonna let this happen for you.
Most
All
of my
right, you
family
guys-
is Catholic, so...
Have a map.
I'm good with that
I'm
sign.
gonna put the map, hold the map up so you guys can see a little bit. If you look at the bottom of your map, you will see little niches.
It's changed on me.
And I believe it's they're 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch niches, but each one is 200 miles. You guys are headed towards the Void of the Gods,
I don't know what the heck happened there.
which is effectively, depending on whether or not you're going as the crow flies, give or take 1,000-mile journey. This is a very, very scaled out map. This is when you're playing your game and you scroll all the way out of the sphere grid on Final Fantasy X, and you go, oh,
Where was I?
why are there so many dots?
Because I know we had said we were going to go around the mountain range, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Instead of going through, the city of Silas is here. The Void of the Gods is somewhere roughly in here. You do know that this entire peninsula Fort Calyx is here, and everything east of Fort Calyx in this peninsula is where the evil resides, or what everyone knows as the evil resides. The swamp of Essup, the trolls, the ogres, the Eric, you don't know this.
Unless do we want to go to Fort Calyx and then go up?
I suppose, because I can tell, I can tell Cuthbert's dad that I found him.
Mm-hmm.
Which also, thank you, I do now have Cuthbert's character sheet, which I've been gunning for about 5 sessions. Speaking of the Cuthberts, Eric, your sending stone vibrates. Yeah, I'm going to take away the tapping. It can hold short messages, so whatever was last sent over it, it will...
Wait, you need to put your
butt
password
dial me.
Whatever your last... Whatever the last message sent was, it will hold that.
Wait.
Thanks, Aurora, for hosting.
I had to press
Thank you,
one.
Lovey.
I had to press 1 for English.
You mean
You're better asking God.
Press 1 for common. Press 2 for orcish. Trogdor here. No vigilance.
3 for abyssal. How can I take your man?
I don't know, Abyssal. Which one's for Inferno? There's no asterisk on here. I can't get thieves.
Quick side note. I'll never forget when I was down in Kentucky, we pulled up to a drive-thru. And usually when you pull up, you get, thank you for stopping at, burger place, da-da-da. Can I take your order? And we pull up and I hear, what you want? And I'm like, nothing, I'm so sorry. Do you want to cope with that? Sure. What kind? Coke? Pepsi? The panic was so real because you're like, what kind of Coke you want? You're like, Coke. And they go, we have Pepsi products. And you're like,
You just said Coke.
You just asked if I wanted Coke, not Pepsi.
aw, thanks, football chick.
Woo!
Hey, Papa
I
She
was
doesn't
dying
like
a little
us.
bit.
Aw.
Oh yeah, I can't say anything because you guys both have facial hair, so even Reggie wouldn't think you're girls. We have a character in our Saturday morning campaign over at Double Dane that thinks everyone without facial hair is a woman.
That's kind of amazing.
It's been an absolute freaking blast. So moving forward. It's about a 1,000-mile journey. Your sending stone vibrated, and you hear William Cuthbert's voice going, "Are you there?"
Yes.
Oh my God, my ears!
Oh gosh, it's like Ron using the phone for the first time in Harry Potter.
I'm afraid I have some bad news.
What?
I found Akathor's body.
And that's bad news. Why?
Because he's no longer in it!
Then how do you know it's his body?
Give the stone to the paladin! Or to the lady! Way to take
It's
a
for
somber moment and screw with it so hard.
I'm not screwing with it. I'm not screwing with it.
I found Akathor's body.
Right.
Why is that a bad thing?
He could be asleep. He could be unconscious. He could be possessed.
You don't say you find a body if they're asleep! I don't call your mom and say I found Joe's body when you're taking a nap!
She does kind of have a point there.
Although the possessed thing, I
Considering the things I've had to deal with, finding somebody's body does not necessarily mean death. On top of that, I've seen people be dead and not be dead soon after because of spells. You do gentle repose. I have a body. The spirit may not be willing, but the body is.
I've had those days with you. All I can think of is calling your mom and going, I found Joe's body. Because I can hear her going, did you kick it? Like, I imagine that to be her response.
Only found a body when I find someone.
Thank you, Jesus. That was amazing. That is amazing. Thank you.
How is he insisting?
That's going on a shirt.
I found his body.
Okay, between that and the deserts, I will say this. You may once again be the cause of me quitting DMing, but for a slightly different reason this time around. I'm going to channel my inner William Cuthbert here.
What do you mean you found his body?
I found his body. It seems I had heard word that after spending some time in the Temple of Lyrikill, he decided he was not a fighter and was going to return to the shrine. He didn't make it there.
Did he get lost?
No, dumbass, he died.
Where?
In the woods. North of Hoothventrot, about a day's travel.
Can we hear?
Yes,
Okay.
I will say you guys.
Was it
Come here.
rats?
I don't know, but there were signs of black ichor nearby.
More than likely.
Thank you.
For what?
Letting us know.
You're welcome. I'm heading to the shrine, but I don't think his body's gonna make it that far. I'm gonna give him a proper.
He's dead. He can't move. That time I am being serious. It's silly.
I like being married to this man. I like being married to this man. I like being married to this man. There. I think I need something stronger than coffee for this group. I'm gonna give him a proper send-off. Just considering I don't recognize some of the wounds that are on him, I think burning his body is going to be better off than burying him.
Okay.
I'll keep you guys appraised. Eric, roll me a d12.
Zeman.
As you're talking, you notice that there's 7 birds that are flitting from tree to tree around you and above your head. I didn't forget. You make my DM life miserable. I won't.
Okay. So did you guys catch that?
Yes.
So I can throw a special on it.
I'm going to say if it's quiet and you guys are using the sending stone, you can hear.
Are they songbirds?
You know what? Hold on.
Dinner.
They are, in fact.
I'm gonna look at Nerevis. I think this is your fault.
Yeah.
She looks at you with that, don't even.
It's because you're so pretty.
Roll me a wisdom save. No, never mind. You never actually called Nerevis pretty, so never mind. I don't think you ever complimented her. You don't deserve her. I just realized you really don't deserve her. Someone needs to sit down and be like, girl, you deserve better. You are going to grate your heart against this cheese grater and have nothing but Parmesan.
Hey, Parmesan's good.
generic, very generic Parmesan.
Is my...
And should follow you to death anyway.
Is my thing still glowing?
Oh, that's a really good question. No.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to think about like 8 factors there. So, moving forward, and the demonic bodies are burning. Lufer has made a couple rounds of the area and is basically sassy walking around like, yeah, that's right, nothing else here, you know.
Sorry. Hopefully it wasn't your favorite sweatshirt.
Hello, Double Danes. Welcome to the show.
Woo!
Hey guys.
My guess is he probably has us up at work and can't respond, which is even.
Either which way, we can still say hello. Thank you for joining us.
No, I didn't. Did I mention you don't deserve Aramis?
Not that I can recall.
Okay. Rogueth might have to remind you, because obviously I'm not getting through. Oh, ZNG Games thinks it's been a journey with this bunch, let me tell you.
I'm not sure I recognize ZNZ Games.
We've seen them in chat a couple times.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to come check you out if you've got a channel. You should probably link it to us.
I just lost my train of thought. Yes, Parisa.
No, you're saying it's been a struggle with this group, and I don't know what I've done. All I did was seduce the captain of the guard.
No, you attempted to. And then you had to be taught how to seduce him by a priestess.
I'm not.
But she actually presented herself very well afterwards.
Oh, okay. We have come visit you once before.
Yes!
I'm not familiar in the ways of humans.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that.
That works. That works.
So, Descents aside, Erebus flies up and Descents aren't very smart. She attacks one of the Descents.
Is it attacking her back?
It's trying to.
Ooh, I like that idea too, Krabby.
When new people try it.
Yep.
What do I want the mood for tonight to be? Somber. I found a body! Nah, he's sleeping. He is not, in fact, sleeping.
just making that clear. Gotcha.
It'll take a minute.
I am calling your mother.
Is it attacking her?
It's trying to. It rolled a hit.
That would be a 14.
Okay, yep, you hit. It drops. Erebus drops with it as she's got her claws in it. Erebus then flies over to Lufer and makes a really decent animal handling check and is sitting on Lufer's back and trying to guide him to the bird. And Lufer's looking at you like,
Let's put this bird on my head.
Thank you for the resub and thank you for the clip.
oh, it's all the wrong places, all the right places.
I'm gonna have my hands busy making a montage.
This needs to happen. We should air that montage during the fundraiser. That'd be fun.
Depending on how long it is.
Mm-hmm.
I can keep it under a half hour.
Okay.
And use it as a break.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys derailed. So Lufer is looking at you for help, as he's not quite really understanding what.
What's with the birch?
Fetch.
I don't know. They just recently started.
And he
following
turns his
me.
head
I'm not
to
sure
try
why.
and fetch Erebus, who is definitely staying out of his way.
I I will point in the direction of the fallen pheasant.
Doesn't.
Roll animal handling.
Yeah, I
I'm
saw
gonna
it.
put to Discord too.
18.
I'm gonna share that clip in a couple of places. That was a good one.
18. He catches on to what you're saying and brings the bird to you. And after he brings the bird to you, Nerevis is like nuzzling him like she's trying to help.
Good boy. Good.
And then flies back and sits on your shoulder and nuzzles you like, good job. You shot the thing. You did tell her it was her fault.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't fill in all of her stats.
Mm-hmm.
I just gave her proficiencies and stuff, so you might have to.
We'll play with it.
Yeah. So you guys had a somewhat interesting, I was going to say depressing, but it wasn't, conversation with William Cuthbert.
Well, I wasn't too beholden to him. He was her bodyguard.
And I had only recently met him.
Yeah, you and
vaguely,
Eric
so
had
it was-
only essentially seen him for a day.
Mhm.
Parisa,
It was only a couple weeks.
yeah, I mean, you'd known him for about 2 or 3 weeks.
So, sorry
That's
for your
unfortunate.
loss.
It
I
is
mean, it's
very
probably a little bit more than a few weeks, but it was, you traveled from outside the from the shrine to the city,
Mm-hmm.
and then, he Twitter.
I just
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
I just wish he had said something before he had decided not to rejoin us. And
He seemed like a
perhaps
fun
then he could have.
He seemed like a fun fellow.
And perhaps if he had wanted to return, he could have traveled with William Cuthbert and actually made it to his destination. But humans' lives are short, and
unless they're lucky like me.
Or they
I
live
should
strange
use-
Nerevis
lives.
gives you, Roguth and Parisa, roll me perception.
So that'd be perception, which would be 24.
Roguth, there is no confusion when Eric says, or lucky like me. His bird turns and gives him a look that can be interpreted as nothing other than lucky? Dude, it's me! And he seems oblivious.
We should probably keep moving.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are about a day outside Silas. You can go deeper into the woods if you're going around, or if you're going to Calyx, you would hug the lake.
Does the dog pick up the scent of the priestess that we were following?
Oh, that's right. Just kidding. Because they were... Sorry, we were talking about which route you guys were taking, and the guard captain is in trouble next to the name. No, it doesn't count, because her and Akathor weren't a thing.
that's true.
She's just gonna have her bodyguards die in this game.
Yeah, he protected her from a sane monk.
I never once said I was protecting her. We just happen to have similar goals.
And I'm just on my own vision quest, so to speak.
I am so sorry. We're going to start taking bottles of wine for Nerevis nights, and we'll split them.
Oh boy.
If anyone wants to donate to that cause, we may have a fundraiser for that too. Maybe a caring bridge. I don't know.
Oh,
It
boy.
seems a little more dire than a GoFundMe at this point.
I will just make a Patreon. That'll be good.
Donate $1 to get them.
Technically, I think we can't do that. So, yes, Lufer is able to pick up because Roguth had made a tracking roll and Lufer had made a tracking roll, and you are able to pick up her scent / footprints, and they are going They are going around towards the water. They're continuing on in that direction.
I'm gonna follow the dog.
Hold on.
To mount up and...
Well, how far is the water away from us now?
Yep. Oh, geez. Okay, hold on. I need to blow up a map at some point, and I do have a blown up. Actually, hold on for half a second, because I do have one that I did blow up.
You know, if we die, it's all going to be your fault.
I have yet to TPK a group. I now have a goal.
You're wrong. Great, thanks.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Have it your way. Fine.
Don't blow up the map. It's a perfectly good map. I know fire's fun, but...
Don't let Krabby anywhere near your map.
If I can't find it right away, we'll move on. But I do have one blown up. Otherwise, or enlarged. I won't say blown up. I have a feeling no matter what I say, you guys are going to screw with it. So it's kind of a lost cause. You guys are only
It's only because we left
3
you.
or 4 miles inland from the water.
Okay.
Then mounting up is a better idea.
The road does tend to be a distance from the water just because it's essentially a freshwater sea.
Ooh, freshwater sea. Okay.
Ooh, Dr. Bosky peeks out from the lurk to wave before running off into the darkness to find a magic stick.
Bye-bye.
Bye, thanks for the lurk. It's okay, Krabby, I gotcha.
Krabby, you're awesome.
I think Krabby might be my spirit animal.
I'm about to have another body here. The cameras have to be off.
Look, I found a body.
Stop! You're killing my paladin! Andrew,
Alright, so we're heading toward the water.
Yep, and it's... You guys go about 2 more miles, and the brush, you can go through it with the horses, but it's not there's not a trail. It's woods. And then you get to...
I'll use my ranger powers to find ways to pick through the woods.
Perfect, because your favorite terrain is...
Swamp.
No, you don't. Actually, if you wanted to roll tracking or survival, either one, to try and pick a better way through.
It'd be an 18.
18? Yeah, you're capable of picking up on deer trails and some other animal trails to make it easier for your horses. And you go for a couple miles, and Lufer seems to stay on the scent. Parisa, with Lufer, are you having him stay right by you, or are you having him stay on the trail and then your horse is picking around the easiest way to get to where he is?
I'm having him stay on the trail.
He's a bit of an ogre sometimes. He's not a morning person. And he does have layers like an onion. Oh my god, you're Shrek! But much cuter. Much cuter.
But if he starts to get out of
Oblivious again.
immediate eyesight,
Okay.
I'll call him back to me and have him re-pick up so we don't lose him.
Okay. Eric, what are you having Erebus do?
Oh, unless she has any other ideas, I just figured she'd stay on my shoulder while we traveled.
Okay. She actually flies over and is content to ride Lufer.
Okay.
That's fine by me.
She seems to be enjoying it.
Whatever works. I'm okay with this.
And I'm still staring at the bird going, there's something odd about that bird.
Lufer seems a little weirded out, but as time goes on, he is adjusting to it. And then it still shows up S&M for me. For Krabby.
Oh, I bet he's talking about the overlay. The
Yeah.
beyond overlay.
I'll have to adjust that.
Oh.
You guys get to the point where you can see the sea through the trees, and Lufer stops and sits and is doing one of these numbers and sniffing the ground and going in circles.
Oh. You think you lost the trail?
Oh.
Well, let's dismount and take a look.
Okay. If you guys want to see if you can find anything, roll tracking, or Parisa. You could roll nature if you wanted.
Nope.
Probably not.
Do you want me to move quick, sweetie?
No, I got long enough arms. I rolled a 17.
Tracking's actually better for me.
Oh, that's fine. Go with that.
I just gotta wait for that
14.
to catch up to me.
14. 4.
17.
Okay. Eric and Parisa, you two are able to see that the tracks vanish. You can see where there's tracks, there's some broken twigs, there's some depressed earth, and then there's just nothing.
Because she was on horseback, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the horse print, the hooves disappear too?
What kind of terrain is around here?
It was dense woods that's starting to thin out.
So
But
I
still
mean,
ground.
But there's it's still ground, there's
but if I mean,
big trees.
yeah. So I mean, there should be plenty of. The ground should be soft enough. I would think that tracking should be decently
Yeah.
easy.
Do you guys point out where they vanished?
Can you give advantage to Puppo with Scooby Snacks?
Yeah.
We'll play with that.
Yeah, I would point out.
I will be looking in every direction, including up.
Is it just give LT for leech treats?
Yeah.
Because that was worth a leech treat.
Or exclamation LT.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's okay. DM is loading.
I'm going to.
Aw, and everyone gets a leech treat.
Yay!
Eric, you are looking up. Erebus has taken to the air.
I'm actually going to take my shield and hammer and pound on the ground.
Interesting.
Like checking for like a underground
Mm-hmm.
structure.
Nothing?
It's freaking paladins. Paladins make my life miserable. Where are you doing this?
Where the tracks, being that they pointed out to me where the track stopped, I'm basically moving forward in the line of direction where the tracks would have continued on.
As you're doing this, you just about a foot beyond where the tracks seem to disappear. You do that, and the ground does this just a little bit. Caves in just a smidge. Erebus is looking through the trees and comes back and lands on your shoulder, looks at you a bit confused.
I think I found something.
I will go over to him and see what he's talking about.
Why, Aaron?
Why? Well, they were looking up and about, and I can only go forward and down.
I'm giggling because I put this scenario out with 3 different groups to see how you guys might potentially respond.
Mm-hmm.
Not one person thought to look down.
Oh.
Or think that there was something subterranean. I love you guys.
The only reason why I thought to do that is because of an old Disney show.
Where do you think she probably got the idea?
Have you seen Scarecrow of Romney Marsh?
Where do you think she got the idea from?
Of course it would be you!
Oh, I love it. I don't think anybody else has seen that show. But yes.
We're dating ourselves a little bit.
I know, yeah.
Just to be clear. Alright, hang on. I honestly was not expecting this. Which, that's, my fault. DM's fault.
We want a bunch of birds.
Okay.
Disney had shows before Kim Possible, and that's a Raven. Yep. They had quite a few shows there, Krabby.
Oh God, I hope so, because... Okay, Kim Possible was okay. That's So Raven was a little cliche. Alright,
I just remember Davy Crockett, Scarecrow, Romney Marsh.
I mean, Saturday morning cartoon was like Flipper and Rin Tin Tin for me, so we're really going back. Yes, Eric, I'm sorry. We're moving on. Yeah, so Parisa, you go and...
I was just thinking back to what my Saturday morning cartoons were.
It doesn't tell me. It's black thing.
You don't like black licorice? Oh.
Most people don't.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Sorry, I'm...
That's fine.
Hello, thank you for the follow moon clips.
Hey, Moon Clips.
Hey, thank you.
Hey, look, Krabby found a body. Sorry.
Technically, he isn't in chat yet.
I have no words for you right now.
There we go.
I'm not sure if I should be blaming Eric. See, because I'm not sure who I should blame for this. So I'm going to go with Eric. Because no one else goes, I found a body. Why is that a bad? This is why we have communication problems. Because that's not in character. Yeah, and sure enough, you can see, Parisa, that the ground has divoted in where he hit it.
Cool. In that case,
Where is it?
hold on a second. I have
Oh, because it's on my phone. Duh, Gabs.
a new thing that I need to be paying attention to.
Sorry, DM is almost unloading.
Oh, and my perception, by the way, earlier to see the look that Nerevis gave Eric should have seen it because I forgot I have a passive perception of 21 now.
Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Holy crap.
Yeah, you do notice it.
Because observant.
That's
Fair
right,
enough.
you got...
And I did increase my intelligence.
She's
Well, it wasn't that far
and
back.
she can see
Where?
everything. Yes, we can gestulate there is something underground.
As much as I love you guys, stop it.
That's all Krabby.
Krabby, I love you. I am probably gonna have to send the picture of this thing to group, and then I will show chat. Rogith, what are you doing now that you can see this?
Divot in the ground?
Yeah.
Well, I call our Loxley friend over,
Yep.
and she was going to do something.
No, I was reminding myself what my observant does.
Oh, okay.
I am just sending it to group chat, so.
Now, is it just earth that's divoted in, or do I see wooden?
It's just earth.
Okay. I'm gonna try to dig it open a little bit.
Okay, and sure enough, you start digging, and there is a brief. As you part the dirt, there is a hole underneath, and you get a quick whiff of sulfur.
Oh.
Ew.
Well, you may want to be on your guard.
Mm-hmm.
That smell is back.
And I believe
And I'm going to open up my pally senses.
it's once again assaulted, similar to where it just was when you fought those other things. You're very... Damn it, I closed the wrong window.
Oh.
You're very offended. It is the presence of something demonic. Or fiendish, rather.
Whatever is in the earth here offends me greatly.
You're not a druid.
I missed something there. And I think I'm okay with missing what I just missed. In fact, I'm quite sure I am.
I think even they would be offended.
Alright, perfect. Now that I have that.
I would like to, now that they're doing all of this, I would like to investigate the area and see if there is any form of lever, latch, switch, something that might open up a hidden passageway.
Roll me investigation, but roll at advantage now that you know there is something there.
21.
You don't find a lever, but you find 2 runes on trees to either side of where the footprints end. And they're back about 10 feet.
Well, I happen to speak Infernal, so would these runes mean anything to me?
They mean a gateway.
Medlock.
How long have you been holding that?
The moment you said it.
Do you say that out loud in Infernal?
Yes.
As the ground opens up.
And I'm running back.
And it's 10 feet wide. And it's almost like a trap door that goes up like this. And it's a chunk of earth. Nothing more. There's no wooden structure. There's nothing. It's like a 2-foot solid, thick chunk of earth that opens, and there's a ramp that goes down into what looks to be a very dark tunnel. Lufer goes and puts his paw over his nose as if he smelled something offensive.
I would like to... Oh, because I have that now too. Then, what I would like to do, we should tie off our horses, I think, and maybe investigate this.
I'd like to make a blind.
Okay.
So that we can...
Outside the tunnel?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So that we can tie off the horses.
Okay, roll me survival.
25.
Okay, Aramel. Yeah, you do a very adequate job of this. Are you gonna?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tie off the horses, make sure they have some water, something to eat.
Perfect. Lufer or the horses?
Huh?
Oh, I thought you were gonna speak with animals.
Well, I was gonna do that too.
Oh, okay. After about a minute, Eric, the door starts to close. Oh, that was my neck. That was good.
Out of curiosity, I'm going to take one of my quiver or my tipless arrows.
Okay.
And see if I can set it in there, and if it will continue to close or not.
It does continue to close. It's not like the garage door that when it bumps something, it goes back up. That's what my brain is. I want a garage.
Alright. Well, whatever we want to do, we'll have to figure it out and then reopen the door. All I know is I'm going to make sure that I'm very well ready to destroy anything that comes out of there that's not normal.
Did you tell the others that you opened your pally senses and got...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I want to make sure, because if you didn't tell me that you told them, like, as you guys progress, I'm gonna...
No, I specifically said that there is something very offensive in...
Oh, that's right. Just kidding. Never mind. Ignore the DM.
Yeah.
We do.
I'm going to
Carissa.
use my newfound ability to...
Yeah, she was supposed to get something at level 3 that I never gave her.
Dope.
Use Cordon of Arrows. Because
Okay.
that's at level 3, right?
Yep.
Okay. And...
Because you are going Warden?
Yes.
Okay. Super quick side note, Loxlies, because they're a race class combined, at level 3 she has to choose a path, which I forgot to have her do. She can either go the path of the healer, the path of the warrior, or the path of the warden. And she chose Warden.
Yes. And I am going to place 4 arrows in a tree by the horses.
Okay.
By Eric's blind.
Okay.
And designate the 3 of us, the horses, and Lufer and Nerevis.
Okay.
You might want to add one more. Cuthbert?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
He showed up randomly once before. He might do it again.
He should be a couple days travel away, but...
He showed up randomly once before.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Alright, perfect. Preparations have been made, yes.
Along our journey, would that be considered a short rest? Tracking her down, or we haven't gotten that far yet?
No, I mean, you guys are doing things. If you're taking a short rest, you're doing essentially nothing.
Okay.
It's an hour of catnapping or literally doing nothing.
Gotcha. Just making sure.
I would argue a short rest, like if you were sitting in front of someone on a horse and you were just like leaning back doing nothing but resting and trying to recover.
Mm-hmm.
But if you did anything, it would, and
right.
that would be a very situational.
Right.
Otherwise, yeah.
Fair enough. Alright.
Was it just a ramp that went down, or was it stairs?
It was just a ramp.
Okay.
And it was earthen. You didn't, when it opened and you could see inside, you could tell it seemed to be dark and it was all earthen.
What kind of control do you have over nature?
It depends.
Is there a way you could assist in keeping that door open?
You picked the right path.
With that door having been open, could
Where's
we
your
see...
notebook? Gabs.
It's right here.
So I just can see, because I need to write everything out too.
Yeah.
Could we see hooves going down into that opening?
Or is it too packed?
You guys didn't really get... how closely were you looking?
No, I kind of backed away quickly, so
Yeah, so I would say you're not sure.
Okay.
I don't have a whole lot
That's okay.
there right now. You could try, would be my answer.
Because I'm assuming if the horse's footprints...
Okay.
disappeared as well. It should be big enough for horses to go through.
Well, we could have figured that out just by looking at the maw.
Yeah.
Is the maw big enough to allow horses through?
Yes. I mean, it's 10 foot wide and it opens up like a trapdoor like that.
I'm personally hesitant with bringing the horses in.
Oh, so am I. I'd much rather be on my own 2 feet.
And I'm going to instruct Luther to stay with the horses. Boof. Boof.
Do you
Pat.
tell him in common or do you tell him in...
I tell him in boof.
You tell him in boof? He responds in boof and asks you, as long as you are speaking to him in boof, who is the good boy?
You are.
Aww. His paw goes.
I don't believe I have the ability to keep it open.
Okay. So?
You could try.
How thick was the door? I mean, that we should have been able to see.
About 2 feet. Like, it really caught you how thick it was.
Okay.
I mean, if you weren't as strong as you were, it probably wouldn't have, but you caught it right at the crease.
Gotcha.
You broke the door.
How would I guess how I would
again.
You could try doing,
and I know I shouldn't be asking the DM how to play my character, but
right.
considering it is a new
you could attempt to do,
not enough C's.
right? Totally not enough C's. You could try doing, Fade to Nature, and the grass is on top of it. Or you could try, like, you focus to make that fire break. You could try.
Okay.
Not really a big deal.
But
I can open the door, we can go in and...
I mean, I'll tell you, it's highly unlikely, but if you rolled a 20, I'd...
Well, she does roll 20.
20 is a 20.
No, I don't want to do that. Because it might go backwards.
What is the word you said to open it?
Do you speak Infernal?
No.
I had to speak Infernal.
Okay. So then teach me the word that you said.
And I will say the word again. I basically open in Infernal.
What do we want to call that?
No.
Burlick. I don't know.
Burlick?
And that's too close to garlic.
Burlick!
Doesn't.
Then
Body.
why don't I try going in there? We'll let it close, and I can try to open it see if it'll open it from the inside, and if it doesn't open, then you can still open it.
I need something to write on.
Okay.
Small.
Like a passable note. I got no cards.
That'll work.
Thank you for the no nat one.
Woo! And give DM advantage
Oh.
and nat 20. And
Holy.
oh my god.
Joe, you know better. Come on.
Lord. Hey, there's table there, my friend.
Did he just...
I now know why the table moves. Oh my goodness.
And magic curse. Look at found item.
We love you, Krabby.
Alright, so Parisa, you suggest going down there, letting it close, and seeing if you're able to...
Open it again, yes.
Briarg.
Oh, I like that. We'll use that.
Okay.
So yeah, I speak the word, the door does the thing.
Okay, and Parisa, you are going down?
Yep. I will summon Shiryu
Okay.
to my hand and have her ready.
Okay. As you go down, this ramp goes down a good 15, 20 feet. You can tell when the trapdoor closes, you probably only have to go down about 5 to keep from it,
crushing me.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's 2 feet thick. So there's like a 2-foot step down and then there's a ramp.
Okay.
But you can tell the ramp continues on and it is dark down here.
Okay.
Did I give you dark vision?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Never mind.
I was about to say I would think I'd have dark vision. That would be.
If I didn't give it to you, it would have been oversight. So yeah, you.
Well, I think it technically it doesn't say that I have dark vision, but I guess I kind of.
Yes, you have dark vision. The thing you notice the second your feet hit the ground on this ramp, it feels tainted.
Okay.
Like we're descending down the pits of hell.
And sure enough, after a minute, the trapdoor begins to close.
Okay, once it is fully closed,
Yep.
I'm going to speak the word that Eric taught me to see if it'll open again.
It does open.
Perfect.
I wonder if there's an elderly infernal creature down there screaming, "With those kids, quit playing with the garage door!"
I wonder if they have nice lunches.
It wouldn't surprise me if he's actually down there.
If you come downstairs, I've got some popsicles.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Too much coffee. Too much coffee.
Does he tell himself?
Hey Eric, why is there a red spot on your forehead?
TT time! Oh god, PG-13,
Scroll up 2 lines, that's all you gotta do.
Oh boy.
Oh, that hurts in all the right places. And sure enough, you guys watch as the trapdoor shuts, and after a moment, it opens again.
So I take it that worked.
I wonder if we say it fast enough that we can start a small breeze.
I don't suggest we find out. So, do we go down or?
I want to apply my grappling hook
Okay.
to the lip of the door.
Oh, okay.
When it closes, you got that one lip.
Yeah.
I want to apply my grappling hook to it.
Okay. So if it opens, it pulls up?
No.
Okay.
And then walk. The door opens this way, I'm walking this way.
Gotcha.
I'm going to tie it off on a tree once and watch what happens.
Ooh, okay. And then it's going to watch it close?
Well, watch to see if it closes.
Okay. The door does in fact close, but your grappling hook rips a chunk of earth out with it.
Untie, put everything back.
Gotcha.
Got a shovel?
Actually, I think I do.
I mean,
Are
we can
you-
use your shield if we're in worst place.
Thinking of digging
I
it
want
out?
a lot.
Are you thinking of just digging the door out?
Yeah.
Okay.
If my grappling hook can tear the earth apart,
Yeah.
then I want to just dig a hole.
Okay. How big of a hole are you digging?
Just a couple feet.
Okay.
Just enough for us to get in and out.
Okay, you are capable of doing so. Sorry, I wasn't rolling to see if you were able to do it. It was something else. Yeah.
That, and I figure having a bit of sunlight entering might not be a bad idea.
What I miss?
I dug a hole in the door.
He put his grappling hook and then had the door shut to see if it would hold it open, but
In
the
the
grappling hook ripped dirt out.
So using that piece of information, hello, banana hammock.
Oh, jeez.
Hello. Crabby, don't you dare.
Do it.
But I figured, saying as it tore the earth up, I might as well give him a sunroof.
Okay.
So you guys now have a hole down into this tunnel.
Cool.
All right.
Does anybody have a lantern or anything?
Thanks, Krabby.
Yes,
You
we do
can-
have torches.
You can see all right, Carissa, but the other two...
I'm thinking of the two
Yeah.
humans with
I
me.
have torches. I'm sure you do too.
Yes.
All right, so you guys are lighting torches?
Mm-hmm.
A torch.
A torch? Okay.
I will stand in the back so that I am not messing with your eyesight too much.
I'm just fine with taking front.
Okay.
If I make a shirt like that, I'm going to have somebody in a bed, sort of like like an RPG type thing.
I love you.
You guys are going to make me need therapy. Look, I found a body shirt for 24 hours straight.
I'm not sure I can get him that quick,
I
but
was
I
gonna
sure as
say-
heck can try.
No.
No?
Well, maybe.
That's a yes.
I kind of like that. Alright, so you have a torch marching order. This tunnel is 10 feet wide and about 7 feet tall.
Okay.
As I said, I'm going to stand behind those two so that my torch doesn't mess with eyesight too much.
Okay, so it's big
Oh
enough
my-
to lead a horse in, but you could not ride your horse in.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, it's orcs!
Corner Druid is in the living room playing video games.
Oh, Corner Druid got snowflakes on him for Christmas. He had
Still does.
sparkly snowflakes.
Still does, because I haven't taken the snowflakes out, Corner Druid.
Oh, we should take a picture of Corner Druid and put it in Discord or something so orcs can see Corner Druid.
Orcs, we've missed you.
Yes.
Yeah, long time no see. I wondered what would happen to you. But we're busy finding bodies, apparently. And yes, they have in fact hit the floor.
Krabby found another body. So yeah, I'm going to walk behind those two as we investigate said tunnel.
Okay, look, I just need to know if you're safe, Corner Druid. Photosynthesize twice if you're okay. Oh, jeez. Alright, you could, but it would be a little snug.
Gotcha. So you'd have to lean down on the horse.
Yeah,
Or something.
we'll say between 7 and 8 feet. You could do it, but you'd have to, lean forward a bit.
It's just an observation at this point. We're not.
Well, because horses aren't 7 feet tall.
They're roughly around 6 feet.
A
give or take.
good sized horse is 6 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
But you definitely have to lean, yes.
Unless, of course, you go with a working horse, then they can be 7 foot
Yeah.
8 years.
Yeah.
Either way,
For a Percheron.
and it goes forward as far as you can see Parisa.
Okay.
And after about 60 feet, there is a bend to the left. If you guys want to draw around the other map, you can. Otherwise, we can use a different one. Or
We
flip
have
that
one
over.
underneath.
Oh, perfect.
I think the one underneath is blank.
What lies beneath? Banana Hammock, what's going on here is they found a trapdoor in the ground and they decided to go down into it, and apparently bodies is really all I can say.
Yeah, it's not blank, but it can be washed off.
A trapdoor that we were simultaneously supposed to and not supposed to find.
Yeah, what's that from?
That's
Lorimir.
from Lorimir, floor 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we'll go off of that. Marching order is Carissa,
Mm-hmm.
followed by Rogat, and then Eric bringing up the rear.
Doc.
While everyone is hanging out in chat, I will let everyone know who wasn't here at the beginning of stream and may not be here at the end. We are doing our first 24-hour charity stream on January 17th into the 18th for Second Harvest Food Shelf. So if you guys are bored during that time, feel free to bop in and hang out. Oh, they didn't find the bodies in there. I should have... If we got a message over Sending Stone that a body of another party member was found, and Eric, in his super sensitive way, asked if yes, thank you, Aurora. That explains so much better than I could have. This clip. That might be my new favorite thing that's happened.
Yeah, this clip. Done.
You right?
Oh, sweetie! Again?
Can you lift your book?
Again?
Yes.
Oh, sweetie.
At least you know they're safe.
Yeah, it goes down 60 feet and then turns to the, I think I said left, right?
Yes.
Okay, where?
On the shelf.
Ooh, I have a birdie for Erebus.
Hey, there we go.
The shelf?
Yeah, should be next to the dice.
Scanning for abnormalities.
I am bad at drawing maps, so.
Look for the ugly green mini.
Oh, I see him. By the dragon. As in, like, which dragon? By the dragon isn't helpful in our household because that could literally be one of, like, 80 different places.
That sounds like some sort of curse word. By the dragon!
It's by the dragon.
I
Like
shall
saying
smite
by the
you by
lighthouse
the
dragon.
dragon.
Yes.
Krabby, you're almost there. Probably after break.
Maybe, before break, I think. Isn't it? Who knows? Don't shush me! I'm on Team Krabby right now. Yeah, the clip kind of sums it up. Alright,
So it goes down 60 feet, and about 60 feet is when it starts to curve.
it turns to the left, fairly sharply. And Krabby is looting the horde.
Oh!
Alright, and sharp left to turn. Oh, I suppose I should do what the dragons in the dining room does.
Oh, that was, my neck is cracked like 4 times tonight. I can't tell if that's good or bad. Alright, Parisa, you are in the lead. What would you like to do?
I'm going to walk forward. Carefully.
Okay. How close to the corner are you getting?
Just.
I have all the points.
Let's get minis on the map and it'll just make life easier.
Oh, I need a mini box.
Do you want to use a mini to mark your place upon the map?
Please.
Oh, can you please make some tea?
I think so.
Did you say tea? I just did hot water for tea. So, yeah, go ahead.
That one. I think that's the one I've been using.
Banana hammock. I'm using the streamer account. The streamer account has all the D scales.
Oh, you have 3 dragon scales.
Hold on.
You know what?
I got it.
Oh, okay, fine. Be that way.
You can both get one. I mean.
Nope. The DM just got told no by one of her players. We'll see how that pans out. Parisa, where on the map would you like to be? I know you said you're moving forward. Apparently I'm sassy and argumentative tonight.
I'm going to basically
accept
get
this.
right to the corner.
Hey, Twisted!
Hey, Twisted!
Shout out!
Hello, Mr. Twisted.
I'm going to get basically right to the corner
Okay.
and stop and
Okay.
listen.
Roll me perception.
Passive of 21.
Remember anything as she rolls up
hear
this
crunching. It's faint, but you hear what sounds like ripping, tearing, popping, and crunching.
Does it sound like Taya eating wings?
Yes.
How far ahead of us are you going?
I'm not trying to move ahead of you guys. I'm just saying I moved.
Okay. So I'm using this as we just got in here. You can see down there's the left hand.
Yep, so I moved basically right up to the corner.
Really, Krabby and Dragons in the Dining Room won, and that's it.
That's it?
You just missed it, Twist. Are you moving up right behind her? Are you moving up right behind her?
Yeah, about 5 feet behind her. So
Twisted will actually talk to you about that. The visiting part, probably not the second part. We may be coming down that way
soon.
Yeah. I'll have Thaco shoot you guys a message, and I'll message Allie later. We may have some business down that way fairly quickly. Alright, yeah, do you relay this to the others, Parisa?
I will give them the quiet.
Parisa gives you the...
And point to my ear.
How
Gotcha.
long does the divine senses last? Until they close them again, or is that...
I believe it's a minute.
It is a minute? Okay.
Yep.
And we probably spent far more than that then.
Oh yeah, considering you guys dug a hole and messed with closing and opening the door and...
I will point
Crabby!
Twiz, I will give her the list and see if anything comes up and let you know.
A bear.
There you go.
This clip will never die. That's what I'm afraid of! That's a little bit what I'm afraid of. I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm standing back and holding my bow at the ready.
Alright, Parisa, yeah, it said it does sound a bit faded, but you definitely can hear
Can
it.
she see anything now that she's at the corner?
She didn't say, she said she stopped and listened. She didn't say she was looking around, so
That is correct.
by that.
I did not take a look yet.
Am I going to need a lot more to the left?
No, you're only going to need about 20 feet to the left, and then you're going to go north again.
Okay.
Or that way again, sorry. West again.
Perfect.
West?
Sorry, north, south, west, east. I mean, I could go technical and go north, south, but...
Either which way.
It's going to come towards me 20 feet, and then to the west. Again.
Does it just kind of curve around?
It's yeah. It's a pretty sharp curve, but it's a curve.
10 feet all the way?
Yes.
So yeah, like I said, I will basically shush them and point to my ear.
Okay.
Basically, hey, listen.
If you guys want to roll perception advantage,
Abby?
it's dangerous to go alone. Take Parisa.
Okay then.
You can roll an advantage, Rogat.
I don't think he needs to.
Oh, you cannot.
Yeah, I didn't need to.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, what was it? 23.
Oh yeah, you made it. Eric, what was yours?
15.
Okay. You can all hear it. Eric, it's a bit of a struggle for you, but you can pick up on it. And it does sound like...
The most vicious of werewolves.
You know what I love? Is the fact that most of our clips are because of Gabs.
Yes.
Are they really?
Yes.
I
I would say 80% of our clips are you.
Shit.
What did you do now, Twiz?
What?
Oh, jeez.
What did he do? I have to look. Why is it not letting him post clips?
Dude, you're a mod too. I don't see why it's banning you.
Maybe. Words. It wouldn't be dragons in the dining room with...
So wait. It banned him for posting a clip, but not for saying F the bot.
Yeah.
Can we just appreciate that?
That's fantastic.
Oh my god, and I thought I turned all of them off.
Unfortunately, orcs, this is not a post-apocalyptic world. There will be none of that happening.
Oh.
Alright, so, yeah. Parisa, do you peek around the corner?
I will very carefully peek around the corner.
Okay.
You see a bend in the road. Well, a bend in the tunnel, rather. And then it, again, continues on forward.
I don't get it.
There we go.
There! I fixed it.
Wait, which clip is it? Is it the one I think it is?
It is. It's
Yes! Hey, guess what? It's one because of yes.
Honey, leave the bot alone. Because I can affect it from my phone. Turn it off there too.
Between dozens and bodies, if anyone should be done here, it's me. Are we just gonna spend the rest of the night like posting our favorite clips?
Guess what? Miss Fatal Pillow gets to roll
Hey,
your next
Fatal
20.
Pillow! Woo! I told Twiz too, we may be heading down that way in the near future. We will give you a shout out. Or not shout out. I lost. I completely.
Miss Fatal, go
Heads
ahead.
up.
Miss Fatal, go ahead and roll now. That way we don't have to wait later.
Yeah, if you roll now, then my next roll will just be replaced by that one. So, and hopefully it's. I just lost everything I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Perfect. Sounds good, Twisted. I will know on Monday for sure. But we may actually be south of you guys a couple hours.
Say it'll either be you and Thaco or you and me. So
Yeah.
depends on how schedules work.
Why is it not rolling 20? What'd you do, Thaco?
I did nothing.
Hold on. Let me try.
Dash roll. D20.
Now we're all trying.
What the blazes? I hate my bot.
So does Twiz. Maybe you guys should talk about it. You guys can have a therapy session about it.
Just go steal one from your dice box and tell us what you got.
We trust you.
Yeah.
Or does it work in the
Or do you want us to roll the big one?
Yeah, we can roll. Well, it's not the same as forgetting to roll it though.
Alright, which way?
Alright, Parisa, you look around the corner and you do see that the tunnel curves to your left and then it continues on again.
Okay. Then I will do the whole sneak to the next corner.
I'm game. What are you doing?
I'm gonna walk up again.
I'm done here.
Just kind of keeping the train going, so to speak.
Okay. Parisa, do you turn around? Do you look around the next corner?
I think Claire gets it.
I will. Yes, I will look around the next corner.
You peek around the next corner. What did I miss?
She wants me and you to go down, not you.
I'm not sure which combination would be more dangerous. To be honest.
All three of us.
Oh jeez. That would be fun.
My previous conversation with you.
Which one? Which one?
In the
All the above. As the answers.
I look good in a dress.
I know.
This is really good coffee.
So we're gonna move forward from this point.
Yes,
She
please.
looks around the corner.
Yep, Parisa, I'm the DM. I'll say when she looks around the corner. Parisa, as you look around about 40 feet down, you see the picture that I sent you
Yeah.
nomming on the horse.
Yui.
Is it a straight hallway or are there any offshoots?
It is straight, what appears to be straight down 40 feet, and then there is a branch to the right, but it goes back 60, but 40 feet down is where there's a branch that way, and the thing is sitting.
Also, banana hammock. I totally understand your struggle.
The bot's in the way, so I can't tell if they can see this or not. There we go. It looks like that.
A friend of mine is playing Ocarina of Time for the first time, and she keeps messaging me going,
should be live again, I believe.
We'll find out in a moment here.
Let me get my phone slightly up to date here.
Yep, we're good.
We're good?
Yep. What was that? What was that?
For some reason, it's got the what's the word? Shout out.
I don't know.
Green screens.
Yeah.
For some reason, it automatically popped the Double Dangs, Twisted Drake, and Double Dang Games once. I gotta figure out why it's doing that when we come back.
Oh boy.
I found streamer bodies.
Because it did that when we started the stream too, so I gotta figure out why it's making that call.
Alrighty. So,
All the technical difficulties.
this thing did that.
Okay, so use that. I should throw salt on it.
Thanks, Aurora. Thanks, sweetie. You're such a pal.
You know that the random words that it chose make a really fun. It's like those auto text things.
Right?
Only this one kind of, sort of, almost makes sense.
Spineless, credulous crabs copy this. I love it.
Middle button, middle button, middle button, middle button.
Thanks, Twisted. The fun just keeps on coming.
It's because they love you, sweetheart.
I want to say I was under duress for most of it, but I can't say that honestly. Alright, so you guys saw that black, demonic-looking creature nomming on this horse. Eric put some poison on it, ran back, vapor poisoned it. Can you move the d20 so I can see, please? Just actually give it here, please. No. No. Disadvantage.
I think we already have that.
He's gonna get it more. A lot more. And you decided to book it?
Yeah, we all took out, he got trapped, and I started making my way back under stealth.
And we took 1 point of damage.
Good me.
And it is stuck to the wall.
Oh crap, I looked at that wrong. Okay, DM, now what do you do?
Roll with the punches.
It should have made its con save on the poison, but because I didn't catch it, I'm gonna say it didn't. It took the damage from it.
Okay.
But your poison does not seem to be affecting it further.
Okay.
That's
That's Cosma.
Cosmo glasses.
No.
Puts all of the glasses down.
Thank you, because that's exactly what Evangelical cleric.
They're just posting all of the random clips that we've come across.
Oh, dear Lord.
Like I said,
I
I'm
can't
going to
wait
have to
for-
make a montage.
Yes.
It's gonna be good. Alright, so we're gonna slip into initiative order. Starting things off is this thing, and it gets a save against your trap at the beginning of its turn, correct?
I believe so.
Yes, it gets to try to escape it or destroy it.
And what is the DC?
13, I think it said.
Correct.
That's an 18 on the die, so
yeah,
it
should work.
is free.
It'd be a strength check. So yeah.
It is definitely free, and it roars out in infernal, more food,
No food for you.
and starts coming down the hallway. Go ahead and move it 30 feet, sorry.
It is right in front of me.
It does not see you.
With a 23 stealth?
I said it does not see you. It does, however, see Hakuba and Parisa.
Where'd Hakuba come from?
Or,
Boof.
can I please have the D20? I want to hold something for you.
We need to get you a watermelon.
Watermelon? Watermelons aren't squishy, or they shouldn't be.
There is a very squishy watermelon in this house.
Oh, I don't want that one. I want this one. Thank you.
Not to mention, watermelon is definitely probably not keto friendly.
This is true.
Our D20 is keto friendly. Asking for a friend.
Who's next on this initiative?
Alright, in effort to move things along, for Eric here, 17. Eric, it's you.
Okay. And it seems to notice those two?
Yes.
Fantastic. I am going to attempt to slip by it and get behind it.
Okay. You are able to do so. It's just difficult terrain.
Which is fine. I'm not moving any farther than behind.
You are behind it. You do notice that it has a rather large tail. That it is kind of doing one of these numbers with, so you have to be a little careful as you do so.
Pin the tail.
Anything else out of you, Eric? Otherwise, Parisa, you're on deck.
All I did was move. I still have my action, bonus action, and other things.
I know you do, but you know, you're the one who likes to move things along, so I figured if you were quiet for that long, you were... I just gotta look. I shouldn't care, but I gotta look. But after everything you put me through, no, I really don't.
I'm going to do something a little bit goofy.
Okay.
I am going to reach down onto my belt where I have 2 clay pouches dangling.
Put your hands on your hips. Yeah.
And I'm going to take both of those 2 clay pots.
Yep.
Lift them about shoulder height.
Yep.
Break them to find rubies.
And break them to find rubies. On the ground, underneath and slightly in front of this creature.
Alright. Do you remember what those clay pots do?
Actually, yes. These ones are not the clay pots you're thinking they are. These are the clay pots that are filled with grease.
Those were the clay pots I was thinking they were.
Okay. I'm spreading grease all over the floor underneath.
It definitely does notice that there's grease underneath it.
It also needs to make a dexterity save or fall prone.
Why?
Would it not work like the grease spell?
No, because it hasn't moved its feet. If it goes to walk, it would, but if I'm standing here and you throw grease down, how is the grease going to get under my feet?
Okay. Then how does the grease spell work?
It's magic. It goes everywhere in an area you choose.
And it doesn't cover his feet in grease or anything like that?
Oh, his feet are covered in grease.
And he's perfectly motionless.
Sure.
Okay.
What's the dex save for the dex?
I'm not sure. I would probably go with the same dex that
The DC 13?
with a DC 13.
Okay, well, I mean, it's your grease pot, so I'm asking what...
I don't have a stat for that, but I know that it does
Well, what's
cost.
DC for the grease pot?
Is there
It's based on the caster.
Yeah, because it would be your whatever your.
Again, what is the DC for your grease? Do you just want to say 13?
That would probably be one of the saver numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is an 18 on the die.
Outstanding. So he does not fall prone.
He does not fall prone. I'm kind of sorry.
I'm not. It
fall
doesn't.
on top of him?
No, I meant for the conversation, not him making the save.
I'm not worried about whether he saved or not because that was only part 1. Part 2 is I am now going to disengage
Okay.
and scoot behind the corner.
Okay. Anything else out of you, Eric?
No, that is the most I can do at the moment.
Okay. Parisa, you are up, followed by Rogath.
Perfect. I am going to use my bonus action to cast Hail of Thorns.
Okay.
And where did my pencil go? There it is. And
That's still good.
I am going to shoot at him with my longbow.
Do it.
That would be a 15 to hit.
You know, if I was smart, I'd write that down. I'm sorry, it was what?
15.
It hits and just glints off.
That's okay.
You managed to hit him right where his armor kind of comes down.
Mm-hmm. That is going to be it for moi.
Okay.
I'm staying back near the beginning of the cave, though.
Okay. What's up, babe? What do you need? Pen, pencil, card?
No, that's because I keep stealing yours.
There should be a whole bunch out there. I don't know where they all disappear to.
I don't either. That's why I was asking.
Well, here, use this one. Okay. And you said that's it for you, Parisa?
Yep.
Rogath.
I am going to shoot it with my light crossbow.
Do it. Especially in that voice.
Oh, that was dumb.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Could have done something else, huh? I love you.
Let's see this. That'd be yeah. Actually, I'm gonna use one of the nat 20s.
That's probably a really good idea.
Mm-hmm. So, I'll shoot it. But I'm also going to... Actually, no, I'm not.
Not going to use a 20 or you're not going to shoot it?
I'm not going to use one of the spells that I was going to.
Okay. So, it's a crit with one of the nat 20s. Go ahead and damage.
It's a 1 die... Was it? Oh, 2 die 6? 2 die 6. That's 4. 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. So it'd be 12, 24?
24, and that is piercing damage. Nice. You hit this thing hard, and you know it was an excellent shot, and it doesn't feel like your arrow did as much damage as it should have, but it still did a considerable amount.
And then pulling out my hammer.
Gotcha. Next round of initiative. Ooh. That's in your favor. Eric.
21? No, 22.
Parisa.
6.
Rogath.
19.
Alright, Eric, once again, you are starting this off.
I will now take another torch from my pack and light it.
Okay.
And then throw it the grease underneath the monster.
Okay, so action light the torch, bonus action throw it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, roll to hit just for shittles.
We'll say 10.
Okay, is that adding your dex?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, you get it. I wanted to make sure you didn't, completely flub it.
It was 3 feet.
How could you miss? It hits the grease and it ignites. This thing laughs at you. Well, it doesn't laugh at you, but it laughs. Now I'll be warm and have free dinner. It doesn't seem to be bothered by the fire at all, unfortunately.
Does that say that in common or infernal?
Does it even say common? It doesn't. Infernal!
Okay.
But you understand the laugh. Or whatever it sounds like. I don't speak Infernal!
As Rogoth looks at it and gives it a toothy grin.
Oh, jeez. Eric, anything else out of you?
No.
No. Okay. Rogoth, you are up, and the monster's on deck.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to move up.
Excuse me again.
And I'm going to use the other nat 20 that we have. And Divine Smite it.
Okay. What am I missing in chat?
Nothing. We're just talking about rolls.
Oh, okay. That's
And it's 3d8 when it's...
When
for your divine smite.
it's Fiend or Undead,
Mm-hmm.
then yes, it would be 3d8 at first level.
Okay. So 3d... I'm going to need more 8s. Because I can't even seem to find the one. Okay.
That does sound like fun.
Ooh, that was an okay roll.
12, 13, 14, 15. And then...
Your weapon roll.
No, the weapon roll itself. So another 2.
So what's 4 times 8? 16, 32 plus 15 is 47 plus...
Using
plus
that other 20,
5.
that was
This
probably
case.
smart.
Plus 5. Mm-hmm.
That's probably really smart.
The dueling.
Mm-hmm.
So 20 plus 32 is 52.
Freaking paladins, I tell ya.
54. Okay.
What?
So 54 points of damage.
And most of it's radiant.
Yeah, that is actually important. How much of it is radiant?
15 plus 16 is 20, 30.
15 plus
One.
16 is 31.
Plus another 8.
39.
39.
That's even more fun when you stack like Thunderous Smite on top of that
Yeah.
too.
Shush.
And if you get this femur bone that causes...
We have 2 couches. Take over.
Both of them.
Go for it. You can make a pillow for it and everything. Rogoth, you smite this thing. And where it's been very smug, it reels back. And you watch a big gash open up across its chest. And the sound it makes is definitely not of this world.
I'm going to poke my head around the corner watching this, and as he grimaces and cries out in pain, I'm going to call out in Infernal. Warm enough yet?
Ooh.
Yes.
And it is its turn. You guys use all the 20s, you bastards.
You're welcome.
To be fair, I should have used them in the beginning, but I kind of like you alive. And it is very, very angry, and it pulls its scimitars and goes after Rogoth.
21, right?
Yeah. I have the kite shield with me, so yes.
Don't hit me. Not the face.
The first one is a miss. The second one is a miss.
Not the face.
And in utter frustration, it roars and tries to bite you. Ooh! That's a 24.
That's it.
It bites you. Not the face.
Okay. And that is 11 piercing damage. Oh, it's not done. and 7 poison damage.
So is minus. What was the last number? 7.
7 poison damage.
18 damage.
Yeah. So 9. Okay.
And in Infernal, I will send you all to that harlot Marasa's lair.
Ooh, them's fighting words.
I think we should respond.
And all he doesn't speak Infernal. All you hear is, "Oh, Vlad Marasa, blah." I need an interpreter for Infernal.
No.
I am definitely hurting them.
And that leads us to Parisa.
You almost one-shot him with one attack.
Yep. Lucky it wasn't a 20. I have absolutely nothing against creatures that can one-shot my party. I've thrown many of them at my parties, and my parties have yet to be TPK'd.
Field medic is I have to be able to touch them, correct?
Yes,
Yeah,
and you
right
have
now.
to either have a healer's kit or herbs on you, which you do.
Yep. Because, well, with Hail of Thorns, it would hit Rogith now too.
Hello, Krund. How are you?
Hey, Grund.
Crund the Barbarian.
You play with orcs?
I think Krund is an orc.
No. He says reminds me of being at the little orcs table.
Yes.
I'm wondering if he plays with orcs or if he meant what you're saying.
Okay. Erg. I don't know what to do.
Make a decision. What does that look for? That goes feisty tonight.
Rogith, duck. And I am going to shoot him with my arrow.
Rogith or the thing?
No, the thing.
Roll to hit.
I missed.
What was it?
A 9. Or no, an 11.
Yeah, you do miss.
Yeah.
Considering a 15 missed.
But you don't hit Rogith. Alright, next round of initiative.
Okay.
Eric.
25 or 25?
Parisa.
18.
Nice. Rogith.
Nice. 21.
Brilliant. Ooh. Eric, you're up first, followed by the thing.
I make my way into melee combat, drawing my weapon.
You just crit?
No, I rolled double 19s for my initiative. I just rolled double 18s to hit.
The good news is you hit.
And with that, I do 15 points of damage to it.
What type of damage?
Rapiers are slashing, I believe.
Piercing.
Are they piercing? Yeah. So 15 piercing.
Perfect. And again, this thing, it hit solid, but you feel like you didn't quite get the penetration you were looking for out of it.
Yep.
But it's bleeding, it's angry, it's not having a good day. Best Infernals. Really, Aurora?
muscular tofu squad goblins.
Oh boy.
Can I go? Alrighty. Alright, Eric, you swash. Blah, 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 blah. I can't. I am my own worst enemy. I don't want to know what's going to happen on the 24-hour stream. I'm so scared. Anything else out of you, Eric?
Not at the moment.
Okay, the fire is still going, but the flames are starting to die out as there is a limited amount of fuel for it.
Oh, sorry, I was wrong. 17 damage.
Okay. It is its turn, and it turns angrily to look at you, Eric, now that you are no longer stealthed. You have no business here.
You have failed your master.
You don't know who my master is.
Your master forsook you and sent me.
There's a brief moment of forlorn fear as his inner child is scarred, and then he slashes at you. And the first one misses. The second one hits you. Oh, for 4 slashing damage. Whee! And then it tries to bite you. And this is where the magic happens. Oh, its magic is bite.
Its magic is bite?
Yeah.
I cast bite!
I can't bite the magic.
I cast bite too. It's ineffective.
18 to hit.
You already know the answer to that.
It's 15, right? It hits you solidly with much gusto and enthusiasm. That's 12 poison damage and 5 piercing. As it berates you for talking about its master that way. He's always been the favorite. And you should know that. Alright, Rogith, you are up.
Okay. So, I'm going to lay on hands myself.
When I get wounded, I touch myself.
And as a bonus action?
Yes.
I am going to...
Love you back up. I don't think you heard me.
I love you too.
Thanks, Sam. I love you too.
If I were to rage, would that fall off when I... If I were to rage, would that fall off when I... Well, I have another rage left, so...
When you what?
When it comes around my turn.
No, rage stays with you until you do not attack or do not take damage.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to...
Yes.
Rage.
That was much better than mine. I just want to go on a limb and say that was much better than my rage. It's not goblin rage.
That was action and bonus action there.
Oh, jeez, I just set off the dog.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dozer. Okay, perfect. And any movement out of you? Or you're just gonna stay right where you're at?
I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to stay right where I'm at.
Perfect. Parisa, you are up.
I'm doing what I did before. I'm gonna shoot at it.
Do it. Hold it.
That's better.
That should hit. That was an 18. No, oh my gosh, 20. I can't math.
It's that kind of night. I'm telling you, it's there.
My brain keeps saying I have a +4 when I have a +6.
Either way, it's a hit.
Perfect. And it needs it and Rogith need to make a dex save.
What?
Because Hail of Thorns.
Any creature within 5 feet of it?
Within 5 feet.
I have to make a dex save too.
But would that count because it's a large creature?
If you go by the way it's worded, it's any creature within 5 feet.
Okay, yeah. Then you have to make a dex save too.
That would be how I interpret it. How about you?
Ooh, in light of that tone, we'll go with yours. Make a dex save. I'm sorry, it seemed like it was scary. I'm scared to disagree with you right now.
It's a large.
Asking you.
So my brain says it. So it's a large creature, which means it's taking up a 10 by 10.
Yes.
So does that mean that Hail of Thorns? It's still everything 5 feet within 5 feet of it.
Yes, unless there's a size constituent on Hail of Thorns, which I don't believe there is. I know some spells there are.
There's not. It just says each creature within 5.
Then yes, he would have to.
Okay. So it takes 7 plus 4, 11 piercing damage from my bow.
Okay.
20, 21, 22, 23.
This thing's hurting.
We both make it.
Okay.
It doesn't have a considerable amount of diggity left.
So the save is 14, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Ooh, it rolled a 1, so no, it did not make it.
So it takes.
DM advantage.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. So is there still a no nat 1 out there?
Really?
Is there?
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna use that no nat 1.
Alright.
Are you freaking kidding me? No, I rolled a 4!
I used the player disadvantage
Oh.
on my save.
We keep forgetting about that.
The magic burst.
Yeah.
Oh.
We also
Oh,
need a
when
magic
you
burst.
cast your spell.
Yep. So we need to figure that one out too.
I thought the players were supposed to know. You know,
I did,
otherwise...
but I forgot. It was.
There's actually 2 magic bursts?
Yep, there's 2 magic
But
bursts.
you've
Did
only
you use
cast
it?
one spell.
No, his smite should have set off the other one.
Yeah.
Divine Smite. Is
Or
it?
no,
No,
that's
it's
right,
the
it's
divine
not.
smite.
That's right.
That wasn't the
Okay.
cat smite.
So, 4,580.
What about when I used Cordon of Arrows?
Okay.
I don't think it was on the field yet.
No, I don't think so.
No, not yet. At
There's
that point in time.
this one has no effect on her.
Okay.
If the target's weapon is metal, their hand, if the target's, never mind, target.
Oh!
I misread. If the target's weapon is metal, its hand turns into a similar metal.
Oh.
So it now has a metal hand.
Well, it can't be disarmed.
So it is 7 points of piercing damage, or half on a successful save.
Well, it did not, so.
So
This thing does
3
not
points
have
damage.
sufficient diggity left. It is very much hurting.
Okay.
It's bleeding from numerous wounds. It's breathing heavily.
Yes, you did. You still won.
Wait, would I take 3 or would I
You
take?
would take 3 because you made your save.
And
It is not.
It's piercing.
It is piercing, so you take 1.
Okay.
good.
That's what I was wondering. So.
I wasn't sure if it was considered magical or not.
Well, I mean, it just says piercing damage, but
Yeah, so it would just be piercing. Although
just
that's
be
an
piercing?
interesting.
Okay.
Alright, Parisa, anything else out of you?
no, that's it.
Alright, next round of initiative.
I'm actually kind of glad I took damage on it. Is that 15? 18?
Parisa.
23.
Ooh, Rogath.
18.
Nice. Eric.
She beat me.
Yeah.
I got 21.
Alright, Parisa, you are up. Eric, you're on deck.
Alright, I am shooting at him with my bow.
Do it.
Not Eric, this big thing. Just to clarify.
I duck.
Whack.
16.
16 is a hit.
Sweet.
AC is 16.
Yeah.
AC is 15.
She's right.
6 points damage.
Alright. This thing seems to be more and more annoyed, and even with your arrows and attacks seeming like they're not doing as much damage as they should, Rogith's holy slap of hammerness just made it not good. Anything else out of you, Parisa?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right. Eric.
I'm going to.
Don't ask.
I'm going to drop my.
The CD
rapier,
skipped. Okay.
and I am going to draw an arrow.
Okay.
Point blank shot.
Yep.
Sharpshooter
Okay.
with advantage.
Technically,
I do not have that because of sharpshooter.
I'm sorry, you don't have what?
I don't get disadvantage when I'm in close proximity because of sharpshooter.
Is it that? I know it's not when you have cover. Forgive me for checking, but if that's the case, then I have been missing something on my end, as far as with one of my other characters. I know you... Or no, I believe you're right. And I know you ignore 1/2 and 3/4 cover as well. We'll come back to it because I believe you're right.
We are almost there. There we go. Attacking at long range doesn't impose range weapon attacks. Ignore 1/2 cover and 3/4 cover. Before you make an attack with a ranged weapon that you're proficient with, you can choose to take a -5 penalty to the attack roll. If the attack hits, you add +10 to the attack's damage.
So it's long range.
Which one was it? Oh well.
I can't... No, it's okay. I can't think of one off the top of my head that ignores up close, but
Back
we should
up
make
5
one.
feet. I know there is one that makes it so you don't.
I'll have to find it.
I mean,
might
otherwise
be
it would just
crossbow.
otherwise it would just be at normal because technically when you have advantage because of flanking.
I still would hear from. I should still have it from here too.
Yep. So he will get an AO.
No, I disengage.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you say disengage.
I hadn't gotten that far yet.
I was gonna say.
We were still discussing
Okay, you disengage.
back up, and I shoot at him with sharpshooter.
Okay.
Real quick question.
Yeah.
If the creature attacks with an AO, would that trigger a different AO from Sentinel? No?
Read Sentinel, it might.
When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, and that target doesn't have its feet, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
Absolutely it would.
Okay. Just out of
Yep, nope,
curiosity.
absolutely it would.
Neat. I am not familiar with that feat. I like that feat. That is a 19 to hit.
Wow, after the neg 5? Nicely done.
I rolled well.
You did.
Five plus 7 is 13. Plus 5 is 18. Plus 3 is 21. Plus 10 is 31.
How do you do it?
Nice.
As I back up,
Literally just enough.
as I back up and it goes to swing at me, I am going to give him a tracheotomy.
Gotcha.
Nice.
This thing falls over, muttering curses.
I told you your master forsake you.
Forsook.
Yes.
Sorry. Your master done forsooked in you.
I done told you once, dear.
Sorry.
Your master forsooth you. That's the one. Thank you. I knew it was one of them.
Awesome sauce. Thanks, football chick. Alrighty, this thing is dead. You are momentarily out of combat.
I am going to retrieve my arrows from it.
Okay. You can retrieve half. Actually, roll percentile. You can choose half or roll percentile.
Half because I only allowed 2 at it.
Sure.
I would like to retrieve my arrows.
Okay. Go ahead and you can get half, or you can try for more percentile, but you can get less.
Alright.
I'd like to search its body.
Alrighty. This thing is gross. As you search it, it has the 2 scimitars that aren't really scimitars. Sorry, I'm gonna dig in.
Okay.
It has the 2 blades, its wings. It's not really wearing much for armor.
Would I recognize this thing from any texts?
No, you would not.
Okay.
I had to think about that for a second. No, you would not. You can definitely tell that this thing is demonic or fiendish.
Does it have any markings as far as like tattoo or whatever of?
It does not.
Okay. Strange.
Ooh. I want to pick up one of its weapons.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything unique about this weapon.
Okay.
Other than its shape.
If I play around with it, would it have similar properties to my rapier?
Closer to a longsword than a rapier, but yes.
Okay.
Are you proficient in both or no?
If it's closer to a longsword, then I don't want it.
It's closer to a longsword than it is a rapier.
Then I'm not going to grab it.
Okay.
Because a longsword does not have finesse.
Well, this was a big heaping ball of ugly. Kick it and move on.
Continue on.
Because we heard the whimper from the
Yeah,
lady, right?
when he first it is.
I have not asked Nerevis to come down here, so it would be upon her as to if she followed or not.
Okay, she had stayed with the horses and Lufer, but if you called for her, she would come.
No, I don't want to put her in this kind of danger.
Aww.
She's just a bird.
As far as you know.
As far as I know, she's just a bird.
You want to protect her, you know what? That's enough for me.
I'm going to make my way around the corner.
Alright, Prisa, what are you going to do?
I am carefully following after. My bow is still out.
Okay.
I am doing my best not to touch that thing as I pass by it.
Yeah, and again, the ground underneath, you can just tell, being the child of nature that you are, and especially being warden, you can't tell how, why, or what, but the ground feels dirty to you. Eric, again, you see, well, you have the torch. Did you pick it up? Okay. You can see ahead, the tunnel does veer off to the right.
Can I, withdraw, get my trap back?
Yes, yes you can.
As he comes up to the corner, as these two round the corner, I'm going to make my way down and look through here.
Oh no, it's dark.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to sleep in the past 2 nights.
Oh.
I'm tired.
I'm sorry. As you look around the corner, you see that this hallway goes down about 30 feet. Yeah, and then it veers to the right. But in this hallway, on both sides of the hall, there are rows of shackles.
Is it a 10-foot gap over here as well?
Yes. Yep, everything's 10 feet unless...
Are there shackles on all?
There's shackles on both sides of the wall at about 5 feet high. And there's 3 sets of shackles on each side. And in one of the sets of shackles on the right, there is what you believe to be the acolyte of Marasa.
I'll head up around and...
There it is. Where's your name? Are you Coralia?
There's no response.
Are you Coralia?
There's no response. I mean, she turns her head at the snapping noise and turns to look at you, but she's got a very blank look on her face.
And she's in the shackles?
Yes. You're slapping an acolyte. Rogith Parisa, do you guys move up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She turns her head back towards you after you slap her. She kind of looks back, but there's still no...
How are
Any
her eyes?
noise or anything? They're glazed over.
There's a little whimper from it, and you know you heard the whimper when this thing...
Only you two. Maybe you can get through whatever. It's clouding her brain.
Holding out your holy symbol?
Pressing it to her forehead.
You watched her eyebrows scrunch together as it seems like she's seeing the symbol, but it's just not quite enough to snap her out of it. But that's the first response you've seen, is the, other than a whimper from the pain, is the...
And does my symbol react at all?
It does not.
It doesn't, okay.
Let's try a different one. I'll hold the coin in front of her.
There's fear. There's that quick... I mean, when she saw the symbol of Marasa, it was a... Like, that looks familiar. You hold up the coin and there's that brief fear, and then it's glaze again.
Well, we don't have any way of assisting her. At least I don't.
I don't at this point in time.
If we could at least take her back to
The temple.
the temple, maybe they can help her.
Fair enough. I'm gonna unlock her.
Okay, go ahead and roll me lockpicking.
26.
You don't even have to insert your thieves' tools. You hold them up and point. And it goes click.
Open sesame!
I feel like, oh, what's his name? That one guy with the keyblade.
You said it's safe word and immediately releasing the captive.
I will grab her and start walking out.
Okay. She's not resisting, but she keeps looking over her shoulder back down the hallway.
What's back? I'm gonna keep walking, but I'm gonna ask what's back there.
And again, there's no answer, just that consistent.
Well, I'm gonna keep walking unless you
Okay.
say something.
She does not respond.
Let's see.
If it's a friend of yours, then it's their funeral. It's on your hands.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna walk down and just do a quick peek
Okay.
carefully around.
As you look around the corner, there is a octagon-shaped room that is 30 feet by 30 feet in the center. And even if it's not a perfect octagon, that's fine. And there are 3 doors. One going north. Wrong north.
How big are the doors?
They're 5-foot doors. One to the northwest and one to the northeast. Yes. What catches your eye more is in the southeast corner. there's a pile of what looks like cloth. Roll me perception. Unless you're going to look closer. But.
15.
You see a holy symbol of what looks like Lyrikill laying at the edge of this pile of cloth.
Hang on a sec.
Hey, Eric, are you still going towards the...
How loud are you speaking?
I'm actually gonna run back and be like, wait a minute. We might want to investigate this room real quick.
I'm gonna keep an eye on this girl.
Alright. Would you come with me?
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Alright, are you entering the room or...
Checking for any other nasties that it might be.
You don't see anything in the room. The ceiling in here is slightly domed, going up to about 8.5 feet. But it's...
What do I see, given my observant skills?
You immediately notice that pile of cloth is robes. You notice from the color that there are ones from all the pantheons that seem to be there. You see a chain sticking out like a necklace chain, and you also notice the holy symbol of Lyrikill that is fully exposed. But it looks like it is a pile of priests, priestesses, and acolyte robes.
I would carefully approach the pile.
Okay, nothing happens as you approach. But as you get closer, you can definitely tell that this is, in fact, a pile of holy clothing, or what was clothing of holy people.
Okay, I'm going to dig through the pile.
Okay.
And take any holy symbols that I find.
Okay, you find 13 holy symbols.
Holy crap. Are they all metal? Because the ones that are metal, I would ask Rogath to hold on to.
Okay.
Because I don't.
12 of them are metal.
Okay.
One of them is bone, and it is a symbol of Ysandrael. But you find, there's every holy symbol of the pantheon. There's Ysandrael, there's Hylor, there's Lyrikill, there's Corindor, there's Alcor, sorry. And you see one you don't recognize.
I will show it to Rogath.
You have no clue what this is. It is a symbol of a waterfall going into a still pool.
Could it be the symbol to the deity that kidnapped Marasa?
It's a possibility, but
Eric, do you go into the room with them?
No, I'm over here keeping an eye on the girl.
I just was double checking. Sorry.
As far as I know, that particular deity had a different symbol, right? Is it gate or something like that?
Marasa's is the gate.
Marasa's
the filigree
okay,
gate. You're not sure what the symbol is of the deity that kidnapped Marasa.
Because it's like struck from.
Yep.
I would say that's a good bet. So if that's the case, why is it here?
Are you looking these over, Parisa, or as you look at the backs of them, the backs of all of them have another symbol carved into them. And it is crossed keys over a cauldron with what looks like a teardrop above it. So here's the cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the crossed keys above it, and then a teardrop above the crossed keys. And the right key is scratched out or scratched over.
And with the coins we had found, it was the broken gates with crossed keys.
Yep.
And
And the right key.
And the right key, so it's the right key on both of them?
Yep. Is scratched out.
I think we need to look into this further.
I agree. Is there... Do I have any historical or kind of reference for that?
Don't. Other than you get the sense that they're being defaced in some way.
Okay.
The key being scratched out, that's more of the defacement, right? Instead of more of a...
Yeah, but the fact that it's the same symbol on the back of all these other holy symbols.
It's like somebody's trying to... Do I get the sense that somebody's trying to collect all these holy symbols and deface them?
Make an educated guess that it's a trophy pile of some nature.
Okay. Because it almost makes me wonder if somebody is defacing all these holy symbols to try and weaken the other deities.
It's a possibility. Those doors, are they solid doors, or do they have like slats to look through, or?
They're solid.
Okay.
They are. You know what? Roll me a nature. Or are you trying to figure out like what kind of? You're not sure what they're made out of.
Okay.
Roll me nature.
That's actually not bad. Nature. Where is that here? 19.
19. These doors are made out of ironwood.
Oh.
Are you going, what the hell do I do with that? Can I touch them or not?
It's got the name Wood in it.
It also has the name Iron.
It's got the name Wood.
Well, at least they appear to be pretty impressive doors. Are they made to keep something in or something out? How are the hinges arranged?
You can't see hinges.
The holy symbols. Do they look like they've been there for a while?
It looks like they've been there for different amounts of time.
Sorry, I was testing something.
Oh.
Some of them look like they've been there longer than others, just by the amount of dirt and dust.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was kind of sunk into the floor a little bit.
Okay.
And others look like the one of Lyrikill that was up top. It looked pretty fresh.
Are there any other tracks beside our own in this room?
Yes. There's more tracks that appear like they were of the creature you slew. There are some humanoid tracks. It's really... You can make tracking to see if you can figure out the number.
Go ahead.
And the age.
Oh, probably not so much. Tracking.
Eric, is there anything else you want to be doing right now, or you're just...
I'm waiting on them.
Okay.
Can he roll an advantage if I help him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. That's much better. Was it tracking 15? 18.
18. You're sure there's at least 3 tracks that belong to like the creature you just slew, and there's 4 or 5. You're not quite sure. A set of humanoid footprints.
Okay.
And they all go to. All 3 doors seem to have fairly equal traffic.
Perhaps we should get the acolyte back to the city, and then we can come back here.
Yes. I think that'd probably be safer anyways.
Okay, so the two of you heading back to where Eric is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Priest, do you want to try and learn anything about the doors, or? I mean, he was able to identify it, but.
Yeah, I will. I'll go and inspect the doors.
Sorry, I'm poking you a little bit.
It's okay.
Roll me nature or survival, whichever is higher for you. Or hell, you can even use herbalism, I guess. Whatever fancies your float.
What would herbalism be?
Herbalism would be your.
So we don't have an herbalism skill.
Oh, because you're proficient in herbalism as a Loxley.
Oh, so would that be
So it would be-
wisdom plus proficiency?
Yeah.
Okay, then that would be a 25.
Holy Toledo, Kansas. I don't know why I picked Toledo, Kansas. You know that ironwood, you can absolutely touch it as a Loxley. It is a thing of mystery. It's very rare to find an ironwood artifact or anything made out of it. It's rumored to be created and grown by druids and fae working in tandem. But it's one of those, you've never seen such a large quantity of it, which is why it didn't jump out at you as ironwood. Rogith, you had a chance to recognize it just from different artifacts that you've come across in your...
Ironwood.
Yeah. That's like, holy crap.
You could probably sell it for everything.
If you could lift it, it's very heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So you're guys heading back to Eric then?
Yes.
Okay. Eric, your friends rejoin you.
Are we good?
Yes, we may want to come back and visit this place later.
Okay.
Let's get the acolyte back.
Mm-hmm.
And start making my way.
Okay. You are able to get to the exit just...
Did she do anything while we were standing there, just chilling?
No, from time to time she would look at you, but there is no...
Okay.
Almost expectantly, but the lights were on and no one's home.
With my limited experience with shape changers, would I notice any indications in her? Because of what the kids told me.
No, making an educated guess, you don't believe that she's a shapeshifter.
Well, lycanthrope.
You don't believe so.
Okay. Continuing on.
Okay.
Leaving.
Okay.
We should probably rest for a while.
I think we can rest when we get back to town. Haste seems like the better idea at the moment.
How long did we travel? I forget.
From the city?
Not long at all.
No, you guys are only...
A couple hours away.
Yeah, we hadn't even made camp for a night.
Right.
Yeah, you guys aren't... You're well within a half day's ride.
Okay. Yeah, in which case...
And I think we could do it with haste.
Mm-hmm.
A full
As you exit the tunnels, she seems to be breathing easier, and it seems like she's fighting the fog, as it were.
Take some...
Go ahead.
Okay. I was going to say, take some rope and tie her to one of the horses.
She'll ride with me.
Alright?
Before we approach the horse blind,
Mm-hmm.
I will disable Order of Arrows if I can.
Probably a good idea.
You do so. If you hadn't mentioned it, that was going to be fun, but you are able to do so.
Okay. So then we're going to tie her... Well, she's going to ride with him.
She's gonna ride with me. I'm gonna set her in front of me and...
Okay. Erebus seems fascinated with her. As far as just kind of looking at her, and Erebus keeps flying around her, kind of looking her over. And then Erebus kind of flaps at your face and kind of dive bombs towards her left foot, and then flaps at your face, and then. And you see below her robe and above the strap of her sandal, there looks to be a bite mark. And it does look like a rat bite, and it looks infected.
You got any of that magic healing left?
At the moment, I'm completely spent.
I might be able to assist. Let me just double check something.
Are you looking for field medic?
No, I was double checking Wood Dweller's charm, which I might do that still. But what I will do is I will expend a use of field medic because that can also heal a poison.
Yes, so go ahead and roll your healing for that.
That's 3.
3? Isn't it 3 plus your wisdom mod?
I thought so.
No, you told me 1d4 plus 1 was field medic.
Okay, yep, never mind.
That's what's on my sheet.
It's
Yeah.
in the book.
Feel it?
It's a Loxley.
Gotcha. Oh, healer is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Alright, you
I should take that.
You have
put the
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
But with my herbs, well, I think because I do have a few herbs on me, what I would try to do is make a tincture
Okay.
Interesting.
and try to, because it's infected,
Yeah.
so I would try to use something to pull the infection out.
Okay.
Mint.
Are you guys gonna give her a couple minutes to
Yeah.
mash some herbs up and
As long as you're speaking this into being,
Yes, I will let you know what I would like to do.
I will maintain her place on the horse so that getting to her ankle is easier.
sounds good.
Because I have herbs that we need to talk about what they would do. Because,
Yes.
yeah.
What herbs do you currently have?
I have tansel, black sage, lavender, kohash,
Kohash? And was it Tansel or Tansy?
tansy, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, because I had put an E and then I changed it to a Y, but it
Oh,
looks like EL instead of
Gotcha.
Y.
I was like,
So, tansy,
that.
kohash, wolfsbane, and henbane.
That's right. She can beat up a were chicken.
A weird chicken.
You are able to make a sufficient poultice, and I will get you some stats on those herbs.
Okay.
And
whatever is around me, I would probably use if I can find anything in the immediate vicinity that would help. I would probably use that first before my stash.
okay. Roll me survival.
I will assist.
That would be 21.
Nice. Between you and Eric from his perch, he's kind of like, what about that over there? You find a couple other different things. You find some wild raspberry bushes.
Ooh.
You also find a small patch of GM Brainbuster.
I would assume I would use the leaves.
You find a willow. For raspberries, depending on if you use the berries and leaves or the roots, it can either be a diuretic or you can use either roots or leaves. And you also find a willow tree and a birch tree.
Thank you, Krabby. We all read that in that voice.
Yes,
too.
we did. Actually, I didn't because I have no idea who that is.
Okay, I definitely read it.
I heard it in like a goblin voice.
Willow
and birch.
Birch.
And you're able
for
to
the
get
bark.
Both of which are pre-aspirin.
And between the tansy and the willow and the birch bark, you're able to make what you feel is going to be pretty effective poultice. And as you put it on there, and you guys watch Parisa go to work, and she's just, mixing stuff up and putting it on, and it doesn't take very long at all. I mean, within 2-3 minutes, the woman's eye is clear.
That's fascinating. When they couldn't even do that.
Out of curiosity, when her eyes start to clear, I want to pull the poultice away and see if what
it pulled.
Yeah.
I mean, her leg is still red where the bite is, but there's what looks like a little bit of ichor in the center of the poultice.
That's kind of what I...
And you think something that was in the poultice reacted to it. The ichor reacted like a poison, which is why your field medic was effective. What? Who are you?
I'm going to bandage her leg
We're your saviors.
to keep it clean.
We came to rescue you.
Thank you. How did you know where to find me?
We followed you? Well, we tracked you, I should say.
We tracked your horse. Led us to here.
Yes, my horse is no longer.
We saw it.
And the creature that destroyed your horse is no longer.
Yes.
I'm grateful. There's many of those creatures.
Well, the one that was feasting on your horse is no longer.
I mean, there are many of those creatures.
I'm not sure how many there are, but I saw at least 4 while I was in the hallway.
Let's go. We can discuss it on the road.
Oh, that kind of let's go. I thought you were like, let's go back down in there. I was like, TPK!
As we are riding, I am going to start preparing some flowers.
Okay.
Because I can do that while we're riding, right? I would think.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're not in the lead.
No, I'll let one of those 2 lead.
Okay. You just kind of tell your horse, and your horse stops to eat grass. Loofer.
Woofer?
The puppy boofs at them. Or Erebus will fly down and nudge the reins, and the horse just looks at her like.
So we're heading back to the city.
Okay.
She's doing her thing.
You guys know you can make it back to the city by nightfall and are a little well, yay, we found the acolyte, but shit, we've tried to get on the road 4 times now and it never works.
Well,
Step forward, 3 steps back.
once I have a green flower prepared, I will have those 2 get close to me.
Okay.
And I will activate it.
Yeah, you guys have never seen this before.
So everybody, max. Everybody gets 8 points of healing.
Ooh. Thank you.
Yeah, about 15 minutes into the ride, Parisa goes, "Hey guys, come here." And she blows on this little green flower and...
26.
Looks like your mom rubbed off on you. She did that to us earlier.
Oh, that's right, you guys have seen this. Never mind.
Oh, we saw a version of it.
Yep.
And I will have 1 of each flowers prepared.
Okay.
Thank you, dear lady.
Remind me we need to figure out max per day that you could create.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Wisdom mod?
Well, then I'm at max, so that's perfect.
Again, Loxlies are a work in progress. Priest and I are having fun with that.
Lufa.
Lufa. Yeah. Lufer seems quite excited and enamored by this newcomer. And she explains, I was working in the temple and I saw one of those rats and I had a broom and I thought I could...
And then it seemed to have bit you and you wandered off stealing a horse, setting one free, and took off in this general direction. 2 nasty creatures tried to hide your passage. We destroyed them and found you in this hidden underground structure, destroyed another demon, and rescued you.
By the way, I'm marking the spot where that place was.
There's a giant hole in the ground now.
Well, I mean, as far as map-wise.
Map-wise, okay.
Yeah. Well, yes, although bits of it are foggy, I was sometimes aware. I was fighting the entire time to be aware of what was going on, but my actions were not of my own volition.
Did you hear anything, or?
When I was first brought down, there was a priestess of Lyrical across from me. They were, well, she was tortured until she was ready to renounce her goddess. And when she finally agreed to it, they let her down the hallway to wherever you went.
When was that?
She looked like she had been there for some time, but it was within hours of you coming down there, I imagine.
Out of curiosity, did you recognize the priestess of Lyrical?
I did not. I'm wondering if maybe she had been from one of the surrounding villages rather than the city itself. Although the city is large, and Lyrical is quite a popular goddess.
For good reason.
But I would think that
She does get a little smirk on her face at that. Fogstrad. Wrong kind of Fogstrad. I didn't kill anyone, did I?
We don't know.
Not that we know of.
Is she still wearing her?
Yes, she still has her holy symbol.
Forgive me for being a little too forward, priestess, but may I see your symbol?
Of course, and she takes it off and gives it to you.
Examine it.
Nothing on the back.
And just out of sheer curiosity, pressing it to my own symbol.
There's a little, you feel a little hum.
Okay. So she's still...
Yes.
Okay. I'll get back to her.
And she kind of looks at you quizzically and puts it back on.
The other tokens that we've been finding have a different feel to them.
I see.
Show her one of the symbols we found.
Yeah, did you take them with you?
Mm-hmm.
I know you'd given them to Rogan. Okay.
I didn't like the thought of leaving them there.
That and they make for information to spread to others.
I recognize that one. She points to the Lyrica one. That was the one that was on the priestess. I recognize the chain.
What about the symbol on the back?
Did she do that, or?
I do not know, but I don't recognize it. I've seen, as of late, I know someone had found the symbol of the crossed keys. Yes, some of Marasa's temples and niches have been defiled and replaced with that symbol, but as far as what it means, I do not know. There is much speculation among her priestesses. Some say it is her twin daughters come back from the death.
It is.
Some say, I'm sorry, what?
We have reason to believe that it is.
That throws the other thoughts out the window then.
I saw one of the daughters.
Had you been been drinking that night?
No.
Are you... Forgive me, how do you know it was one of the
She
ladies...
told me.
And it was not some tavern maid playing a trick?
I was in the middle of the farmer's field.
Well, you don't seem unbalanced.
Depends on who you speak with.
The Raven Chitters.
I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
She mimics you. And kind of puffs up a little bit. Apparently your friend would disagree, but...
From what I know of him, he's not the type to make up these kinds of stories.
I trust your word, Paladin. What does it all mean? I shall spend some time, I should spend some time in prayer over this.
And some time healing, I would think. Once we get to town, I suggest we visit the old temple.
And she shudders a bit when you mention healing, and it wouldn't be amiss. I would also like to go to the Temple of Lyrikill and offer an offering. I cannot say that I would not have fallen from grace as well if I had gone through what she had.
Oh, I'm sure your time has come.
You are a cheery sort, aren't you?
Not only speak what is truth.
At least what he
Or what
perceives.
is, or what is apparent.
And, I mean, it doesn't take too... Like you said, you weren't that far away, which is another thing that bothers you. You weren't even a full day's ride.
And this is going on under their noses, so to speak. I think we need to speak with the town guard. As well as your mother. And him too.
Hello?
The party you were trying to reach has been disconnected. Yes?
There's demons underneath the ground right by the city.
You hear a lot of cursing.
I think it's for you.
Where?
To the east of town?
I think you're right.
As far as I know, we were heading
Yes.
that direction.
Not even an hour's ride.
A little more than, but yeah, not far.
Not even half a day.
Tell me everything.
When we get to town and we're not worried about getting attacked by rats. I just figured I'd start the conversation.
Understood. Stay safe and contact me when it's convenient to do so.
Have fun at school.
There's no response. I hope I'm doing this character right. Alright, you guys make it back to Silas, and the guards see you coming with the priestess on the horse and come running out to greet you. You found our missing priestess. Are you alright, my lady?
And much more besides.
Oh?
Let's talk to the boyfriend first.
Not my
They look
boyfriend.
confused. Where's the horse?
Dead.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
No concerns there. She explains that she's well. You guys rescued her, and she needs to be returned to the temple and speak to the town guard, or the captain. One of the men goes running to find Zachariah.
We'll be at the Temple of Marasa.
And they admit you without question.
You may wish to send for your mother as well.
I will go get her and
Perfect.
meet you there.
So you going in person. You go to the embassy. Your mother lets you know that she has meetings, but seeing your face, she cancels them.
I will show her the symbol of Isandriel.
She immediately cancels the meetings and agrees to accompany you in person to the Temple of Marasa.
Really, you need to be there.
Your mother, Emmeline, comes with you. Zachariah makes his way there, and the head priestess does come out and greet Coralia and... Yes.
You'll probably want to gather the other head priests and priestesses. We're going to have a town meeting.
Wow.
Coralia gives her a look, and she considers your word, and considering the fact that you guys have been of the help you have been.
I also pull out the things. It's about these.
Seeing that, she cuts the book from her mind, and she sends.
Almost
So,
like
when we pick up next time, the heads of all the temples, Emmeline, and a robed figure will all meet you at the Temple of
At least
Marasa
one robed
for a meeting.
Also, I asked for them to send for... What's her name? The one from the tapestry area. Historian.
Yes. She will come as well. And because everything else would really be kicking things off, and it's 9:57, we are going to end there for the evening. You guys did some stuff. I'm proud of you guys. This has been Dragons in the Dining Room. Thaco, do you want to do the announcements and then we'll close out? Oh gosh, I've been to too many church services now. I said we'll close in prayer. I am so tired.
Forget about your hands. Please, DMLoxy, do not kill us. Please, DMLoxy, do not kill us. Thank you for hanging out, Jaded Arsenic. Real quick, we are still...
Aurora!
Ooh,
I love you.
as soon as I walk into the temple with the priestess, I found the fire. We're still in conversation with Double Dane Games about the giveaway items. As soon as they show up, we will start doing a 5-stream giveaway, 1 giveaway each stream.
Woo!
We have the
Oh, that was nice.
yeah, we have been at a lot of temples. We have the charity stream on the 17th. Tomorrow is going to be Sand and Magic. Visit Facebook, Twitter, our Discord, Instagram, whatever. There's posts about the charity stream. And I think that about covers it, other than thank you, Syrinscape, for the audio that we have been using.
Shout out to Double Dane Games and the Shippin' Shack for having drop boxes, willing to have drop boxes locally for the drive. I will get those boxes to you shortly. I have the boxes, I just need to make them look pretty.
And
we might have a place for a 3rd box. I'm just working those details.
Perfect.
we'll keep you guys informed as more gets put in there. We will. Thank you, Krabby.
Oh, Krabby! We love you too!
I will be posting the Dropbox locations and other information on Facebook as they become available. We should be getting more information very shortly here.
Alright, thanks you guys. Have a fantastic night. Stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Yep, that one.